Since 1945, Weatherby's been building the finest firearms and ammunition in the world. And today, we're proud to continue that legacy from our facility in Sheridan, Wyoming. This is On Our Mark, the Weatherby podcast.
Tyler had a bunch of questions for me, and I was like, I don't want to answer these. Why don't you ask Kelly those questions? So it's kind of more organic on like how, what global rescue is, who should have it, why you should have it. I think we kind of unpack that to begin with, and then if you think of a story, we'll probably ask that question at some point too. But you'll be like, oh yeah, look at this.
Yep, perfect.
And then we'll just kind of see where it goes. We try to do like 30 minutes plus or minus 15.
Perfect.
Somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. We'll see how it goes.
But. Yeah, we've had a couple sometimes go over an hour, but if it needs to end, it can end. Just kind of go with the flow.
Is there like a safety word?
We can edit anything, but if you just walk off, we'll know.
Just mic drop.
Are you good on coffee or need to go to the bathroom or anything?
No, I think we're good.
All
have you guys ever drank those Elements?
Yeah, I love them.
Have you done the hot ones? This is
not me.
Hot caramel salt.
What are you talking about? It's good?
Amazing.
I haven't done it yet.
They have chocolate salt or caramel chocolate salt. No sugar.
I thought you were about to say spicy. Luke's done like a spicy
I did
mango.
like the spicy mango.
Oh, yeah. I've had that one. It's okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird when you're running because it like, you're like already breathing hard and then you're like.
Yeah.
No, they're hot drinks.
I'm going to have to try that. I have not had caffeine in a month.
Oh.
So I haven't done any coffee.
What?
Yeah, how crazy is that?
Why? Because
I was like 400 milligrams a day kind of thing, and it's like, that is not healthy. So then I just said, I'm not doing it.
I definitely drink too much coffee.
Yeah.
Wow, no coffee.
Yeah. I think I was drinking coffee because I like to drink coffee, but it's not like it's...
That's my thing.
And then
I just like it.
And then every once in a while I do like an energy drink. And when I say every once in a while, like every day at lunch. So I'm like, something's got to change. And I'm like, cold turkey. Boom. So I haven't had caffeine in a month.
Wow. I mean, this will solve this. Well, there's caffeine in chocolate, but there's no sugar. So I don't know.
Is it pretty strong? Like you just mix it like in 8 ounces
Same
or
thing as
something?
the water one. You just do it in hot water. And then I put like a little bit of half and half in there.
You drink it like you're drinking coffee.
Exactly. So if you're not drinking coffee,
but it's like salty.
It's salty. It's so good. Sweet and salty, right? That's
Well, I like salty more than I like sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
It's so good. I should have brought some anyway, but I'll bring some of the packets. You guys try them. Let me know.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Elements.
Yeah, it's been a long time sponsor of the show.
I love that stuff. Mm-hmm. We're not allowed to talk about running. It just FYI.
Yeah. Did you guys you got X from that?
Yep, well, Kobe and DJ made fun of us.
They made fun of us, and they were like, y'all talk about that too much. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, we get emails that say that it's inspirational and all the things, but I don't know.
Huh.
Guess they don't want us to reach those people.
But it's like mountain hunt. You guys are like mountain deer hunters.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
That's why we talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's pertinent.
Just kidding. I'm just throwing them under the bus. Because I know that DJ's going to listen to this later.
DJ is our number one podcast fan because he has to listen to every podcast.
Because he edits all of them.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to jump in. Does this need to be there?
No. I'll just go right there.
All right. Welcome back to On Our Mark, the Weatherby podcast. I'm your host today, Luke Torkelson. Tyler, who are you?
I am your co-host, Tyler Grayton.
And we have a special guest with us today, an ex-Weatherby employee who left us for greener pastures at a place called Global Rescue.
Are we saying greener or just maybe a different?
I mean, you thought it was greener in some way.
Yeah, the remote work is good for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that fits your lifestyle really well.
It does. A lot of flexibility.
We don't really do that here.
True.
With remote work.
Obviously, we like you because you're on the podcast. We invited you back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, apparently you left on good enough terms.
Well, I love all you guys. Sometimes I spend just as much time in your booth during show season as I do mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who Kelli is, we did a podcast with you a couple years ago.
about your Ibex hunt.
Yeah.
With Saku.
Yeah, with Saku. And it turns out that Kelli is probably one of the most interesting women that I know. She's like the 007 female hunter. She
drinks Dos Equis in her free time. When she's not drinking Element, she's drinking Dos Equis.
I don't always drink Element, but when I do. No, really, she's like, in the last 4 months, where have you been?
Oh, gosh. Are we're counting show season or no?
No, let's just skip show season.
Okay. Well, I was just in Spain in March. I always try to book a hunt right after shows because you're talking to so many people and you're in so many cities. And for us in Wyoming, like, that's a lot. So I'm like, get me in the woods. Plus, you look at a lot of taxidermy and you're like,
oh, you get excited.
Your trigger finger just does this weird, uncontrollable movement. You're like, I got to go.
For sure.
So Spain was awesome. I was in Africa in November. That was a really fun hunt. I was there actually on behalf of Global Rescue. I was there for the Professional Hunters Association of South Africa.
Nice.
Did a presentation there and then sort of just booked a hunt on the end.
Smart.
Gosh, and then what else did I do this year? I was in Alaska. I used my 307 on my caribou and my wolf.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a super fun hunt. So yeah, I'm trying to go somewhere often.
Yeah. I think that you being like an ambassador employee of Global Rescue makes like a lot of sense.
For sure. Well, and especially because, a lot of the places I go to hunt, I'm hunting with partners. We do a lot of partnering with outfitters. I go to events like FASA, and so I'm able to go and act on behalf of Global, but then also sort of mix in a little bit of pleasure into a work trip, which flying to Africa is so many hours. If I can get a little extra out of it, I'll do it.
All right. So if you're listening to this podcast, you might be at the point where like, okay, I've heard you say Global Rescue 6 times. What is that?
Yeah, that's fair point. So Global Rescue is a membership. It is field rescue and medical repatriation. So you're in the field, you get ill or injured, you need to be rescued. You call Global Rescue, we deploy, we bring you to the closest, most appropriate facility. And the reason that we don't have a name, we have vetted facilities all over the world, but a name, if you break your back versus you have bubonic plague, might be a different facility. So we're going to take you to the best facility for stabilization. If you need further or advanced care, then we're going to get you to your home hospital of choice. So in this membership, you have up to $500,000 in field rescue and repatriation. In 22 years, we've never gone over that amount.
Wow.
So we've never sent anybody a bill, and it's not insurance. So you're not fighting to get reimbursement. You're not paying out of pocket. You call us.
There's no deductible.
Correct. You just have, and we start at $139 for 7 days. So if you do a short plains game hunt in Africa and you trip and fall, break a hip, break a leg, you get ill, all of that will be covered in $139.
Wow. I signed up on a family plan at Sheep Show this year because I had a lot of international stuff coming this year, and it was I can't remember exactly, 600 something.
Yeah, free, and it's you and your spouse and up to 6 dependents,
for a year.
Perfect for Luke.
Yeah,
yeah.
Under the age of 25.
True.
We'll call it the Luke family plan now.
Yeah. You could just get the Luke family plan. Yeah. But yeah, it was like there's an app. Like it's really cool.
There's an app that you can turn on 7 days before you leave for your trip, and then that's a good point. So I run the hunting verticals of Global Rescue, but I mean, think climbing Mount Everest, heli skiing. There's no activity restriction. So even travel, like luxury travel or your ski trip, even if you don't need a field rescue portion, an air ambulance home from Europe is like $180,000.
Yikes.
So you're in your repatriation. There it is. Even if you're just going to Paris, France.
Yeah, I was talking to Kelli at Sheep Show, and I told her I'm taking my kids to ski in Chamonix, do some backcountry stuff, and she's like, do you guys have the family plan? I'm like, I meant to talk to you about that.
Yeah, worked out great for your trip.
Yeah, it's good. Luckily, we didn't need anything, but it's good to know that it's there.
Yeah, that's the one thing people come up at the shows. They're like, oh, I've been a Global Rescue member for 20 years. I've never had to use it. And I'm like, that's awesome. That is great. It's like the one thing you want to have that don't want to ever use.
Yeah. There's a lot that we do from a hunting perspective. Is probably what people care about on this podcast. That there's been some sketchy situations. I've probably been close to needing it. Probably the worst thing I probably had was when I got COVID in Alaska on a caribou hunt, like 20 miles from the nearest anything.
Yeah.
And I was in bad shape.
Yep.
I didn't know it was COVID at the time, or I probably would have been more panicked because it was like early days of COVID time. Mm-hmm. It was all I could do to get out of there on my own power.
And that can hit bad quickly, depending on, what kind of COVID or how it affects each individual.
So in that case, there's no cell phone service. I had an inReach, so there's like inReach communication. And
Yep. Any way you can reach out. So, we've got the app, inReach. We actually are the SOS button on Bivy Stick and Zoleo.
Oh, cool.
So if you have one of those devices, you can just hit the button.
Okay.
Garmin's different.
Yeah.
But you can program the Global Rescue number right into there, text us, email us, however you can get in touch.
So would you replace that with like, okay, I'm 20 miles in the backcountry, wherever, and I have a knife in my leg. I would call that number and
Yep.
or like text it with my inReach or whatever. And
Yep,
be like,
exactly.
I'm stuck here.
Yep. And so again, we have vendors and partners. In a lot of cases, we will deploy similar people, especially this happens a lot in Alaska. They say, in this very remote camp, we always called this pilot. So we say, great, let's talk to the pilot, bring them on as a vendor, right? So they have their trusted people already that we know can get there. So we'll vet them and have them as a vendor as well. So you call us first. We're involved in the logistics. We may end up deploying the same person they would use, but they're a vendor. That means we're paying them right away.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, question. If you have Global Rescue and you just hit the SOS button on your inReach, what happens then?
Well, so then to my knowledge, I actually don't have one, but to my knowledge, they deploy local search and rescue.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So, and from what I understand about Garmin as well, is that is an insurance, or you can select a plan.
Well, they do have plans.
Okay.
I've not done that one. I usually just use the inReach messaging service. But
Yep.
whether you're a insurance member or not, and I don't know if it's actual insurance.
From my understanding, it is.
I think it's called search and rescue insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, and so however they have that set up, I've heard of a couple horror stories of people getting bills.
Yeah,
and then
it totally depends on who responds because some areas like the air service could be like in the Bighorn specifically. It's most likely you're getting a private helicopter, so you're paying the hourly rate there.
Exactly. Yep. So the issue would be then if you hit the SOS button, they're deploying already. We do not reimburse. So then you'd call us. We have people.
So you
call
need
us.
to be the first call.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. Because then they would call us and say, "Hey, here's my bill," and we would say, "We don't know anything about this." And the reason that it's set up like that is because we can't go rescue everybody who stubs their toe, right? So we need to be involved and make sure that this is a real rescue. For hunters, I tell our ops team, I'm like, it's 99.99%. The hunter needs someone. Like,
yeah,
we're all super tough.
If you're calling to ask for help, like most of the hunters I know, if they're asking for help, they probably should have asked for help like
2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Yep, 100%, right? Because you hear the stories of people hiking out, the legs hanging off, and we're all super tough, and we don't really want to have help all the time. So
yeah, man, I'm not anti-horseback. But I'm also a little bit anti-horseback. Like almost every real sketchy situation that I have witnessed in person has been around horses.
They are sketchy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like you shouldn't be riding a horse unless you own the horse.
Oh.
That's just kind of
that's like a bold statement.
It is.
That I completely agree with.
Just because, oh man, we've talked about this a couple times, I think, on the podcast, but I did a horseback thing with someone, and I'm like, hey, I'm not a super experienced horseback rider. They're like, yeah, no problem. And I find out the horse I'm riding hasn't been ridden in like a year and a half, and he's usually a pack horse, and he did not like me.
I've played that game before.
And like just in bad luck in that same horse scenario. 6 horses go over this log. I'm the last one. Of course, they put me in the back. Hornet's nest just swarms. Like
Oh, no.
like thousands of hornets. Like, and Kobe turns around, looks at me. My horse does like the steamboat, like the Wyoming logo. 180 turn
Rears
around the trail.
up.
Yep. There's like a 50-foot drop to the left, so like goes over. I'm like looking down the canyon, and then I jump off, and I'm like doing the steamboat thing, and I get off, and then there goes the horse in my gun, running down the trail. So
yikes!
yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah,
That could have been real bad.
I had
Real
a version of that in Alaska. No, sorry, Yukon Territory on Adam's sheep hunt.
Yeah,
where great outfitter, but their good horses ran away right before we got to camp.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we gotta throw some saddles on the pack horses that aren't used to people on their backs. Like, they're just good, pretty mild horses. But I've been in and around horses most of my life. I would not consider myself by any stretch like a cowboy or true equine expert, but like, I'm familiar. I've ridden off and on my whole life. Nothing, no amount of input or jerking on the reins would like keep this horse anywhere near the other horses. He just went wherever the heck he wanted. It's like I wasn't there. I was like, this is ridiculous.
It's like you're riding a cat.
Yeah, and we had spent the night. Adam killed late in the day. We spent the night on the mountain. The horses, they just stayed tied up. We had no option because of the way the whole hunt played out. So the next day, the horses are whooped. They're hungry. We're riding back into camp finally. We can see camp. My horse just breaks out into an absolute full bore run. And I've got the reins pulled all the way back. And the horse's snout is basically like under his belly. I'm pulling so hard. And he's just still going full bore.
Oof.
And it was brutal. And they're like, how'd you stay on? I'm like, I have no idea. But that could have been real bad because there's just rocks everywhere. Like, you don't want to come off at 30 miles an hour there. I don't know. If you're on any form of horseback hunt and you don't have global rescue, you're wrong.
Yeah, agreed. we have had some ops in scenarios like that. Like going. I would say, horses in the mountains especially. Because,
man.
Yeah, there's the drop off.
They're so useful. They're so helpful.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
but they have a mind of their own, and you can't read it.
I mean, you ask anyone. Like, JD has a crazy story that he's like, yeah, they had to shoot 2 horses because 3 legs were broken and it was a horse wreck kind of thing. It's like everyone has one of those stories that hunts in the mountains where you're on horses sometimes.
Yeah.
So if that's like the only thing you do, you should probably have it.
Agreed.
You should. And if you've been on horses before and you disagree with me, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's probably one of the more dangerous parts of hunting. That it's a big part of hunting.
Well, Luke, you rode them in Kyrgyzstan as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and we almost had a situation there too on horses where you can almost touch the ground. They're so short.
Yeah, we have a sweet video of one of the Wranglers just like falling off. Like there was like that silhouette shot of him. Yeah.
In Kyrgyzstan, that terrain is so. It's not what horses are meant to walk on. I mean, you spent more time there than I have, but. Like, it's just rocks. You're just riding horses on scree, like, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't think horses could even do this. And, we were going up some crazy steep stuff that we should have just walked up and led the horses up. And the horses started to lose their footing, and it just got western.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then think about your closest facility, 12, 13-hour drive.
Don't even want to think about it.
In a car that will break down at least twice.
Yeah. No, you're... where we had the situation, it would be a helicopter. I don't know how else you would get out of there if there was an issue.
Yeah, you were very, very remote.
Yeah, crazy remote. But that's also why we do it. Like the adventure part. Like, I mean, some people just like to kill animals. That's fine. But I love the adventure of the hunt, almost more than pulling the trigger and killing something. The reward is the meat and all that is awesome, but the places that you get to go and the adventures you get to have, that's what kind of fuels me.
Yeah, and on that hunt that you did, I mean, it was like 9/10 of your hunt was just the logistics and the travel.
Yeah,
to get there.
It is.
Yeah, that's when you have to love the adventure part.
What about like sketchy areas that are like maybe the danger is not so much while you're hunting, but just,
like the sort of security part of it? So we actually have an add-on to the Global Rescue membership. So in med only, we call membership. That's going to be illness or injury. Then we have a security add-on. And so you can add that to your hunt. Places like, Central Asia, where there could be some civil unrest. Things could escalate quickly. We'll come get you. Really in any scenario, just removing the medical necessity. So civil unrest, terrorism, government-ordered evacs, also unnamed natural disasters. We have to say that because, things like hurricanes, like you have a month to leave. If you stay, we're not coming. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we call it unnamed. So like, an avalanche.
Yeah, if Hurricane Isaac's coming and you knew about it for a month.
Yeah. You're kind of on your own now.
Okay.
So we actually offer that as part. And again, hunters, you can only kill this urial in Iran. So I'm going. I've heard this, like, as of late.
Yeah. What?
Or like snow sheep in Russia or something
cool
like that.
Yeah. People just go, and hunters do. And we sort of just assess the risk. Oh, it's just part of the risk of killing this animal in this place. I'm going no matter what. And they do. So the only time a security evacuation upgrade or add-on doesn't work or is not applicable is if it's already a level 4, which is the State Department's do not travel.
Oh, yeah.
So if they're already so that's what, Iran, Iraq is now because they're in,
right. So if
Ukraine.
you went to Iran tomorrow and had an issue, you probably couldn't even get somebody in there anyway.
Correct. Yeah. So think of it that way too. So to get into these borders where they don't love Americans right now anyway, can you imagine trying to get some kind of transport out of there?
I bet you guys have some pretty cool stories, though, like from different situations.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Is there any, can you share some of that without like violating privacy? Like just, I'd love to hear a couple like highlight stories.
Yeah, so I actually brought a few. A lot of them have to do with Africa. I mean, for two reasons, right? People want to have that extra peace of mind when they go somewhere far away. And then also dangerous game. Like, it is not a joke. I'm looking at booking a leopard hunt next year.
Yeah, you are.
And I am low-key terrified. All these stories you read, and we've done a lot of ops for people hunting leopard.
Really?
Have you heard it's 100 stitches a second is what they say.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you don't shoot that leopard and shoot them dead, they come after every single, not just you, every single person, all your trackers, your PH, and the hunter. And the saying is 100 stitches a second. And they just try to shred you.
What?
Yeah, this is a thing.
No, I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, low-key terrified.
It's like when you get hunted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter becomes the hunted.
I'm high-key terrified for you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. So I have a few, I brought some stories with me just to share so people can kind of hear. So we did have an op, 70-year-old Texas hunter. He was hunting leopard in Mozambique, which is, you can either do bait or dog hunting.
Yeah.
And he was in a super remote hunting camp, and he actually got sick. So he was hunting leopard in Mozambique. So this isn't a scenario where he got attacked, but he got really ill.
Yeah.
And so, again, thinking about places like Kyrgyzstan, remote camps in Mozambique, once you leave Maputo in Mozambique, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So you're in the jungle. So we were able to do field transport, again, just for being ill and getting him to the capital for stabilization. Here we go. So we've got a hunter in Botswana, leopard hunting on bait, makes a bad shot, leopard keys, and the leopard came into the blind and grabbed him by the calf. Yeah, grabbed him by the calf. So what I've also heard about leopard attacks, this has been the thing I've been reading about lately, is that you usually don't die from the leopard killing you. Like a lion will come in and it'll try to kill you.
Just kill you.
A leopard just tries to shred you and then runs away.
They're spiteful.
Yes. They're like, I'll come get you. You die from sepsis. It's all the claw marks. So 1,000, claw marks all over your body, and then you're in a third world
probably
country.
infection. Yeah.
So he gets bit by the leopard in the calf, and then we were able to get him an ambulance flight because it was very serious at that moment to get him out. And we flew him straight to Joburg to South Africa to a good facility to be treated, cleaning those wounds, making sure that he was good after that.
Dang.
That's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah, there's some crazy stories. So again, outside of hunting, think about Mount Everest. People they get HAPE or HACE, and same with Keeley, climbing Keeley.
Yeah.
All the mountains in South America as well. So we do a ton of ops during the height of climbing season.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. There's a few of these videos too online. If people go to our website, where we have kind of video testimonials, we do have an interesting one. I know Luke, you and I talked about this, but you think of the Cape Buffalo Charge or the leopard bite or climbing to Base Camp 5 or whatever. But sometimes it's the dumbest things. And this is why I think Global Rescue is good for hunters. Because again, we like to be tough and we don't necessarily want to call anybody for help. But we had an op where we had a guy in South America, and he was a big fisherman. Mm-hmm. So whatever kind of crazy fish he was going after is only in this one part of the Amazon. So again, very remote. And they're going down the river, and the boat just sort of rocks up under the shore. Nothing crazy, right? It's just whatever. So the guide gets the oar, and he's just sort of pushing off the bank, rocking him back and forth just to get the boat off, to get back in the water. Well, his hand slips off the handle of the oar, smacks the guy in the eyeball. What do you do then? The dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
But we went in, we did a field rescue.
A bona fide accident.
Yeah, and made sure that he didn't lose his eyesight.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's silly things like that.
Yeah.
It's not always the Cape Buffalo, right? It's you do something silly or it's an accident and you need help.
Man.
So we're talking a lot of international stuff. This is probably really good for Midwest guys too, coming out west, right?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, exactly. So we actually do have a partnership with Basemap. So if you get a membership with Basemap, you can opt in to get a Global Rescue membership. So it's anytime you're more than 100 miles from home. Mm. So yeah, that's a good solid point, Tyler. We do think about it being international when you're really far away, but the reality is you can call us if you're in the Frank Church. We all know that crazy country.
Yeah.
Or you're on your first elk hunt in Montana, or, you're coming from the Midwest, or even, any of us. We go all over to Montana to hunt a ton. There's grizzly bears there, as we know. So
because you're talking about the silly things that could happen. I mean, it's not necessarily something on this big international trip's going to happen, but it's you spend 100 days in the woods, ugh. A lot of things can happen then.
A lot of things.
It's just more time in the field.
There's a lot of things that we do hunting-wise that puts us on purpose in, less safe situations than being at home. Whether that's post-kill with knives, that's... Mm-hmm. I bet you've had some calls on related to that before.
100%.
Being in G-Bear country, that could get sketchy. Mm-hmm. There's horses that we already talked about, but just falls too. I bet there's probably some just took a tumble. Kobe, our camera guy, in New Zealand, he took a pretty heinous fall.
How far was that again?
50 feet.
Yeah,
he tumbled down.
They used the word cliff, and I'm wait, what?
I always say it was because he's like Gumby. He's kind of Gumbied down,
Yeah.
He's just really good.
He's
with the
almost
flow,
50 feet tall, so it wasn't that far of a fall for him.
Yeah.
No,
scary.
it's it is scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stuff like that. Even the mountain you've hiked a million times that has always been easy after it rained, and now it's slick as snot.
I remember my first ever real mountain hunt was a lot of years ago in Colorado, an archery elk hunt. Nothing crazy. Same unit that you and I hunted in. Mm-hmm. But I remember we were walking, and all of a sudden I got to a spot, and I'm like, I really can't go forward, and I'm not even sure I can go backwards. Oh. Because it was so steep. And we had a little bit of that feeling.
We had a little bit of that where we were trying to get around in that
We're
buck.
just if we can just get over this, and you start maybe making some compromises of I can make this.
Also, Trip and Luke are mountain goats, and I'm like, there is no way we're gonna go across this as they're skiing down the rock slides. They were sliding down the rocks to get down the mountain faster. I'm like, I'll just be the last guy.
The point is not that. The point is that you never know where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
Anyway, when Kelli left to go to Global Rescue, and then some months later reached out, it's like, hey, we should work together. Like more people need to know about this. I'm like, more people do need to know about this. So that's why we're here today.
Yeah, I think so. Especially because your guys as consumers are the backcountry hunters. They're going out and chasing high country muleys and elk and bear, and I mean, you guys go out and kill bears all the time too. That's big country.
Yeah,
just bear hunting.
Yeah, I mean, some of the bighorns, it's our backyard, but we spend a lot of time up there, and you take some of that for granted, you know.
Yeah, well, even Adam's mule deer hunts. That's heavy grizzly country. Stuff like that. Yeah,
big time.
Yeah, so I thought the partnership made sense just because your guys might not always be going to the shows. You have a lot of, DIY guys who get their tags, get their rifles, and go ahead into the mountains, and they don't necessarily hear about this. We're partnered with a lot of outfitters, but if you're a DIY guy, how would you know,
One thing that's like with my kids, and we went, we piggybacked on a work trip for Iwa when we went skiing in France, but it gave my wife peace of mind just knowing, like, if something does happen, that we probably won't go broke.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't cover the medical bills afterwards. You just get us out, essentially.
Correct.
So.
Yep. And so in a lot of cases, people will use an insurance, a real insurance, to cover medical bills. But yeah, all of what's included in your membership is that transportation cost. And then people usually have an insurance that kicks in to cover medical bills.
But that's where it really adds up, depending on where you're coming out of. A helicopter in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, $10,000 an hour.
Yeah, that's real.
That's very real. That devastates people.
Yeah.
And you're already, having to live through something traumatic. We know when people call and there's an op, it's probably one of the worst days of their life. Yeah. Hands down. They're panicked. But then imagine you get transported and you're sitting in the hospital and you get a bill for an air ambulance or a helicopter. Now, this already traumatic experience that's been really hard is now covered in medical bills or transport bills.
Yeah. I think it's important to know where you are and what the best option is. Like, I don't know this for a fact. I've heard some things like in Alaska, if you hit like an SOS button, there's so much military activity in Alaska that they use those for like training missions, and you probably won't get charged for that. But in the lower 48, where there's maybe less bases, you're most likely going to get a private situation. Exactly. And then if you're in foreign country, who knows? You're probably getting charged regardless. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan. I've been doing it now for a while, and yeah. I did it at first when I went to Kyrgyzstan. I did it for like that week. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense if you've got multiple things coming to just do it for the year.
Yeah, and we have annual memberships that can cover you every time you come home. There's 45 consecutive days of travel. Every time you come home, it restarts every time you leave. So you can cover the entire year, as many trips as you're taking. So especially for you guys, you're doing a bunch of trips with Weatherby and
show season.
Trip.
Show season. Yeah. I need an export from Nashville.
Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of options for people.
Yeah.
Kind of fit what they're doing.
So you mentioned partnership. So we're going to start doing probably a few different things, but I think one of the things we talked about is putting a little card and some rifles coming up. We haven't started that yet, but there'd be a little code where you could enter Weatherby whatever and then get a maybe small discount, and then it tracks how efficient we are at referring people to you. But we don't do this kind of thing very often, but it kind of makes sense that it dovetails really well into, if you buy a new Mark V Capra, you probably bought that to go somewhere where Global Rescue is beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool, especially exactly that, to expose people who already have these trips planned. They're going through their gear list. I've got my Weatherby gun, I got my ammo, I've got everything I need, and Global Rescue membership just sort of makes sense in that packing list.
Nice. Yeah. So why'd you leave Weatherby?
I know. So sad.
Dang, Kelli.
I know.
We miss you.
I know. I miss you guys. But I'm just over the hill. Yeah. And so, and I've got a couple hunts coming up, so we're going to talk. I need that varmint master.
You do.
Yeah.
Man. Is there anything about Global Rescue that we didn't ask that you will be like, man, I wish they'd asked a question around this that I could have answered?
Gosh, anything that we didn't cover? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Yeah, no, we're just excited. We're excited for this partnership, and I'm excited to be working with you guys again.
When there's an op, you said op a few times. Is there like an all company email that goes out? Like I'd kind of get excited. Like there's an op happening. We gotta get this guy out of here.
So we have a comm report, and it's super important actually because, just myself, I have about 500 accounts, and then we've got 4 account managers. So we have all these big books of accounts. We need to know if one of our partners is having an op, so that we can be supportive. We can reach out to our partner, have extra communication and care. So yes, we do have a comm report where we just kind of see most of it. We all want to think again about the Cape Buffalo and the Tom Cruise helicopter. Most of it is like, hey, I've got traveler's diarrhea.
Right.
Like, what's French for Pepto?
Not real sexy stuff.
Yeah. And like not even necessarily I need to be extracted. So with your membership, you also have advisory. You can call in and say,
I just need help.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good. These are my symptoms. And we'll actually vet a local clinic, call the doctor, tell them you're coming in, help you locate a pharmacy. So we have advisory services as well that you don't have to necessarily need to be rescued. But you can take advantage of all of our staff. Our security operations will do the same.
It's like a travel health concierge.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to Maputo. There was that terrorist attack in northern Mozambique last year. Hey, I'm going to Mozambique to hunt. Are there any places I should not go? Are there any things I should not do or should not say or whatever? Our security will also give you some advisory. That's
great.
Yeah. So, yeah, we get to see a little bit of what's going on. There's a lot of emails though, so you just kind of pick your ones that are your partners.
How many in a average month? How many like rescues do you think there are?
So we've done over 20,000 field rescues.
Okay.
But on an average month. So it's really seasonal for us again. Like
I'm sure.
Yeah, Everest is huge, and then our falls because we do have a lot of hunting partners. We can have more. So I'd say like spring and fall are probably our busiest seasons for sure. I'm not quite sure about how many we deploy on. Again, during height of Everest, it can be multiples.
That's like your single biggest thing is probably mountaineering.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hunting is right up there.
Yeah.
To be honest, just because we're always going to really remote places, but probably climbing. It's so established too. We've got guys on standby there.
On Everest, you could have done everything right, no accident, and still get high altitude pulmonary edema.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Because you don't know. I mean, if you have never,
you don't know how your body's going to react.
20,000 feet.
Yeah.
How tall is Everest again?
29er.
Yeah, 29er.
29er.
The one and done. Check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's significant.
That is significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest I've been is 16, and that was bad.
Yeah, you move real slow, don't you?
You do.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not tired, but like my legs don't work.
After I don't know the stat. After 12,000 feet, every 1,000 feet more after 12 is like exponentially harder or less oxygen.
Yeah, so your body's working really hard with less oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang. Now I want to go do Everest.
So I looked it up. I want to plan a trip to base camp. It's like $1,200, and you don't need a
just
permit.
To go to base camp? What's the high? Base camp's up there
18?
Too. Yeah, that's serious.
Yeah, and it's like 2 weeks, and you just acclimate and you hike up there, and I just want to sit in base camp with those people. That would
be cool.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And just like talk to these people, because what is it, like 1 in every 10 don't come home or something?
It's a fair number.
But I want to be like, who
Tough
are these
odds.
crazy people? They say that about us as we were talking about hunting leopards for sure. But I want to talk to another kind of crazy.
That'd be fun.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be a good family trip.
I think so. I mean,
I do. I think so.
I know Joss, my 2 oldest kids would be all over it. My wife and the younger and probably less so.
I might pass on that one too, just to be honest.
I don't know. I love the.
It sounds
I love
cold.
the mountaineering stuff.
Sounds cold.
Yeah.
I think if you go in the fall, it can be. because you can go spring or fall.
Yeah. Go in the spring. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'll meet you guys there.
I think it'd be fun. Kelly, thank you for coming in.
Thank you guys. It was super fun.
Super fun. So where can people find out more?
Yeah, so we are building your co-branded page.
Yep.
So we can have that wherever you guys put your notes, and then, globalrescue.com. They can find out more, and we're happy to discuss any hunt that they've got coming up or family trips or anything that they've got. But we've got a partnership page with you guys. So
all right,
get that out.
We'll put that on the link for this podcast, and that's where you can go to get more information.
Yeah.
Tyler, is there any Weatherby news that we need to give right now?
No.
We just launched the Carbon Compact.
Carbon Compact. It's spring. People are gearing up for bear season, turkey season, all the things. Summer shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the time to get your stuff. Especially if I'm one of those guys. It's like, if you're looking for a new rifle, don't wait till summer. Don't wait till fall. I want to shoot all summer. So this is like the best time of year to buy a gun. So.
It is. Yeah. And we have no new guns in the works, so you won't regret anything if you bought a gun and then you're like, oh man, they launched the new thing. I may have just lied.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah. So that's about the only thing. We've got some cool stuff coming. We're going to announce some Film Fest stuff coming up here soon. Yeah.
I'm pumped for that.
Film Fest is going to be great.
I was thinking about it this weekend because we got invited to some stuff that's that weekend. I'm like, I can't do that because we got the Film Fest, and I just got excited.
Did you guys release the dates already?
July 31st.
Yeah.
It's going to be
awesome.
Friday, July 31st, for sure.
Perfect.
And we've got a lot of people coming.
Was it sooner last year?
No, it was the same day.
Okay.
Same Friday.
Yeah, same Friday. But we're going to shut the street down again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have to have some food trucks. And
Food trucks. We got a bunch of good ambassadors coming again, too, so it's going to be fun. We got some good films. Yeah.
Yeah, been super fun. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Kelly. We're going to wrap this thing up.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yep.